Good day, everyone. Today I will be presenting on the Safety Management Certificate, SMC, which originates from the International Convention for the Safety of Life at Sea, SOLAS, and it verifies that a ship operates in accordance with an approved safety management system, SMS, under the International Safety Management ISM code. To further understand where the SMC comes from, we must begin with the SOLAS Convention 1974, the cornerstone of international maritime safety law. The SOLAS Convention 1974 entered into force internationally on the 25th of May 1980 and was ratified by Malaysia on the 19th of October 1983, officially entering into force domestically on the 19th of January 1984. Under Article X, entry into force, the convention took effect 12 months after at least 25 states, representing not less than 50% of the world's gross tonnage, became parties. Meanwhile, Article 2, Application, states that the convention applies to ships entitled to fly the flag of contracting governments. Within Chapter 1, Regulation 1, Application, SOLAS specifies that the regulations apply only to ships engaged on international voyages, unless expressly provided otherwise. Regulation 3, Exceptions, then states that the regulations do not apply to ships of war, troop ships, cargo ships under 500 GT, ships not propelled by mechanical means, wooden ships of primitive build, pleasure yachts not engaged in trade, and fishing vessels. The SOLAS Protocol 1978 entered into force internationally on the 1st of May 1981, ratified by Malaysia on the 19th of October 1983, and enforced domestically on the 19th of January 1984. Subsequently, the SOLAS Protocol 1988, which introduced the Harmonized System of Survey and Certification, HSSC, Malaysia ratified it on the 11th of November 2011, and it officially entered into force in Malaysia on the 11th of 2012, making HSSC mandatory for all Malaysian-flagged convention ships. Now I move to the ISM code, which is the direct origin of the SMC. The ISM code was adopted by IMO through Resolution A.741/18 and made mandatory under SOLAS Chapter 9 beginning 1st July 1998. According to the Regulation 4.3 certification, issuance of Safety Management Certificate, SMC, is done by the administration or the recognized organization that should verify that the company and its shipboard management operate in accordance with the approved safety management system. In Section 1.1 of the ISM code, several key definitions are provided. A safety management system means a structured and documented system enabling company personnel to implement effectively the company's safety and environmental protection policy. A document of compliance, DDoC, is a document issued to a company that complies with the code. A safety management certificate, SMC, is a document issued to a ship which signifies that the company and its shipboard management operate in accordance with the approved SMS. The SMC's legal force in Malaysia comes from the Merchant Shipping Ordinance, MSO 1952, as amended in 2017. Under Section 249AH, every shipping company must develop, implement, and maintain a safety management system. The Surveyor General verifies compliance, and failure to comply is an offense punishable by a fine up to Ringgit 50,000, imprisonment up to 5 years, or both. Under Section 249AJ, the Surveyor General issues the document of compliance to the company and the safety management certificate to individual ships. This section also permits issuance of interim DOC and interim SMC, valid for not more than 6 months, for new companies or newly acquired ships. Furthermore, Section 249AK allows the Surveyor General to suspend or revoke any DOC or SMC if the company fails to maintain compliance. To support all of this, Section 81 of the MSO 1952 requires shipowners to ensure that the latest Malaysian legislations, Malaysia Shipping Notices, MSNs, international rules, and safety publications are accessible on board. Failure to comply is an offense with a fine of up to Ringgit 25,000 per ship. Malaysia implements SOLAS and the ISM code through Malaysia Shipping Notices, or MSNs, issued by the Marine Department. MSN 34/2008 implements SOLAS Chapter 9 domestically and requires full compliance with the ISM code for Malaysian ships and foreign ships in Malaysian waters. MSN 25/2008 lists mandatory publications that must be carried on board, including Merchant Shipping Ordinance 1952, SOLAS 1974, COLREG 1972, MARPOL 7378, Load Line Convention 1966, STCW 1978, DG Code, IMOSAR, and these are required as part of the ship's SMS documentation. MSN 25-2010 and MSN 28-2010. These adopt the ISM code amendments under Resolution MSC.27385, which require companies to identify and assess all safety risks, establish safeguards, and define authority and responsibility more clearly. These amendments strengthen the overall safety management system. Applying this to our case study, UUM oil tanker SDN BHD operates an oil tanker named UUM Boleh, flying the Malaysian flag and registered at Port of Penang. The particulars of the vessel are as follows. The keel was laid on the 7th of March 2005 with a gross tonnage of 28,927 GT, IMO number 9315848, and classed under the Korean Register, KR. The length overall is 222.17 meters, length between perpendiculars 210 meters, registered length 210.65 meters, depth molded 16.8 meters, breadth 30.0 meters, scantling draft 12.019 meters, plate thickness 56 millimeters, 30 millimeters deck plus 26 millimeters keel, light ship weight 12,033 tons, and dead weight 39,276 tons. As an oil tanker exceeding 500 GT, UUM Boleh is classified as a convention ship under SOLAS Chapter Wine, Regulation 2.1.2, and is therefore required to comply with the ISM code and hold a valid Safety Management Certificate, SMC. Hence, UUM Oil Tanker SDN BHD must hold a valid Document of Compliance, DOC, issued by the Marine Department of Malaysia, and UUM Boleh must carry a valid SMC issued by the Korean Register, KR, as Malaysia's recognized organization, RO. Because UUM Boleh meets all the criteria of a SOLAS convention ship, it must undergo initial, intermediate, and renewal audits under the Harmonized System of Survey and Certification, HSSC. During these audits, the recognized organization, KR, ensures that the company's DRC is valid, the ship's SMS is implemented effectively, the crew is trained, drills are conducted, and all safety procedures are followed. If the SMC expires while the ship is at sea, Part B, Regulations 13.12 to 13.14 of the ISM Code allow for short-term extensions, up to 3 months, or a 5-month endorsement, to enable the ship to reach a port of verification. This prevents unnecessary operational delays while maintaining safety oversight. In conclusion, through the combined enforcement of SOLAS, the ISM Code, the MSO 1952, and Malaysia's MSNs, ships such as UUM Boleh operate safely, efficiently, and in full compliance with international maritime standards.
That's all for a video. Thank you. See you in the next video.